Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the news. I'm your host, Kirby Cueva, and tonight we embark on a journey through time, exploring a subject that often remains in plain sight: the profound importance of history. History is not a mere collection of dusty textbooks or forgotten dates. It's the heartbeat of our civilization, the blueprint of our existence, and the compass that guides us into the future. In our ever-changing world, history provides the context for the present. It's the canvas upon which we paint our hopes, dreams, and aspirations. For the first report, to understand the importance of history with relationship of family, let me have Mr. Preston and Mr. Fritz.
Thanks, Cueva. Today, we bring you a special report on evolving dynamics of family relationships in our society today. With the rise of smartphones and social media, we have observed a growing digital disconnect within families. While technology connects us globally, it can also create emotional distance within households. Parents and children will spend more time on their devices than engaging with each other, leading to communication. Digital age has both connected and disconnected families. On one hand, technology allows us to stay in touch with loved ones no matter where they are. Video calls bridge the gap when physical presence is impossible. On the other hand, screen time can sometimes replace face-to-face interaction, posing challenges to maintaining strong family bonds. Back to you, Cueva.
Thank you, Mr. Preston and Mr. Fritz, for the wonderful report. Now, for the second report, to understand the importance of history as a student and relationship with peers, let me join the reporting with Mr. Albores. History and society are closely intertwined, and there are several key points in relationships between them. Cultural evolution. History reflects the evolution of a society's culture, including its beliefs, values, customs, and traditions. Changes in culture over time are often documented in the historical records. Technological advancement. History records the development and diffusion of technologies that have transformed societies. From the invention of the wheel to the digital age, technology has played a vital role in shaping human history. Lastly, social change. Historical events often lead to significant social changes, including shifts in social hierarchies, gender roles, and the rights of marginalized groups. The civil rights movement and women's suffrage are examples of social change driven by historical events. Now I'll pass the floor to Mr. Albores for the continuation.
Thank you, Mr. Cueva. So as for the conflict and wars, history is replete with conflict and wars that have shaped the course of societies. These events often have profound and long-lasting effects on a nation's identity and geopolitical standing. Cultural exchanges. Societies interact with each other through trade, migration, conquest, and diplomacy. These interactions led to exchange of ideas, language, and cultural practices, enriching the historical tapestry of societies. And lastly, historical memory. The way a society is remembered and interpreted their histories influences their identity and collective consciousness. Historical narrative can be used in unite or divide society depending on how events are remembered and taught.
Thank you for joining me in the report, Mr. Albores. Now let's move on to the third report. To understand the importance of history as a community settler and relationship with the neighborhood, let me have Mr. Clark and Mr. Frederick.
Thank you, Mr. Cueva. History plays a crucial role in community development and neighborhood relationship. It provides a sense of belonging by connecting residents to the land and its people through shared narratives. Moreover, history offers valuable insights, allowing communities to learn from the past experience when addressing present challenges. Preserving cultural heritage through historical knowledge not only boosts local identity but also generates economic benefits through cultural tourism and promotion of local arts. Furthermore, History fosters inclusivity by recognizing the diverse influences that have shaped neighborhoods, promoting tolerance and understanding. It also encourages civic engagement as residents. Informed by their history, actively participate in local government and community development. In summary, history is a powerful force that builds cohesive communities and fosters meaningful connections between neighborhoods, guiding them towards a brighter and more united future.
History is vital for communities and neighborhood relationships. It fosters a sense of belonging and unity, as understanding the past connects residents to the land and its people. History also offers valuable lessons for addressing current challenges, enabling communities to learn from successes and failures. Preserving cultural heritage through history attracts visitors and boosts local identity, contributing to economic benefits. Moreover, history promotes inclusivity by recognizing diverse influences that have shaped the neighborhoods. Fostering a class understanding, it also encourages civic engagement, inspiring residents to actively participate in local governance and development. In summary, history is a powerful tool for building cohesive communities and nurturing meaningful neighborhood relationships. It connects us to our past and guides us towards a brighter future.
Thank you, Mr. Clark and Mr. Frederick, for the wonderful report. Now, let's move on to the fourth report. To understand the importance of history as a follower of the church in relation to faith, let me have Mr. Braga and Mr. Mujeres.
Thank you, Cueva. History provides crucial context for our faith, deepening our connection to its teachings. It's the backdrop against which our beliefs have evolved over centuries.
Beyond context, history offers valuable lessons from past generations. It guides us in navigating the complexities of our modern world while staying true to our faith's principles.
History is the guardian of tradition, reminding us of rituals, customs, and values passed down through generations. This understanding enriches us, our appreciation for the tapestry of our faith.
For many churchgoers, history fosters a profound connection to their ancestors. It inspires us by sharing the lives and faith of those who came before us, reminding us of our place in a lineage of believers.
Ultimately, history has the power to strengthen our faith. It showcases the enduring nature of belief, the capacity for positive change, and the impact faith communities can have in the world.
In summary, history isn't just a record of the past. It's a living testament to the enduring power of faith. It's a source of wisdom, tradition, and a connection to something greater than ourselves.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the profound relationship between history and faith for church followers. Back to you, Cueva.
Thank you, Mr. Braga and Mr. Mujeres, for the wonderful report. Now, let's move on to the last report. To understand the importance of history as professionals, let me have Miss Jenikah and Miss Carmela.
Hi, my name is Jenikah Belbes. I'm a tourism student.
And I'm Carmela Nikki Tse. I'm an architecture student.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Miss Carmela, as an architecture student, what's the importance of history?
Well, for me as an architecture student, I believe that the value of history as an architecture resides in what it will reveal about earlier ways of life, like aesthetics and design ideas. It can also foster a sense of continuity and connections to the past. And it's also help us to comprehend how historical architecture help or influence our modern architecture. And it's also very crucial for us to find a balance between respecting to the historic setting and producing a new designs that caters to the needs of current residents when combining from buildings into modern projects.
I agree with that, and it does not only apply to architects but also for tourism professionals. We all know that tourism is about exploring destinations, and with that, history comes to place. Tourism professionals need to absorb knowledge from the history, which includes destinations, cultures, traditions, and other things related to the tourism industry. They can give their insights and know their boundaries when it comes to respecting the differences between the past and the present. By this knowledge, the tourism professionals are able to share them to their fellow tourists, in which the history is cherished and can be passed down to generations to generations.
Yes, that's absolutely right. So today we've exchanged ideas how history important is to the difference of professions.
That's all. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the wonderful report, Mr. Jenikah and Miss Carmela. Thank you for listening to our news reporting. My name is Kirby Cueva, and here signing up.